Right, how do you fix a chair? You're going to eventually get round to the stage when your chairs are going to be like this here. There's a lot of reasons that's happened, just wear and tear, and a lot of companies making chairs actually don't use the right glue to start with, so if they did, it would make life a lot easier for us. But first of all, anyway, what you want to do is tap a chair apart. This might all seem pretty common sense at the minute, but I'll just show you. You just want to tap your chair. If you're worried about marking the chair, use a wee bit of wood like that there, but these chairs will be getting covered anyway with a big cover on it, so it doesn't really matter. But once your chair apart, just that right in here. Take your rails out. You mark them left and right too if you're not too confident about. Just mark this one. That'll be your left right there. Just mark that left. Mark this one right. That one's a bit loose there, so I'll take that out there. Right, that's the chair apart now, so the next stage. So your next stage now will be to clean all the mortise and tenons and the mortises and the tenons and any old glue that's on the surface. I find a sharp chisel, you can use a sharp chisel, use the back of the chisel. Always you keep your hands behind it, as you know. Scrape the glue off like so, and like this. A lot of people wouldn't have a sharp chisel, so another way of scraping it off is using a Stanley knife or a sharp blade. I have a wee blade here. I find seems they work well for scraping the old glue off. As you can see, it's good for it. But and you scrape the shoulders. Wee blade like that, you don't cut yourself because the blade could slip out of your hand. Ideally, what you should really be doing is clamping it under your bench, you know, and having both hands free, you know. But when you're a cabinet maker like myself, you get lazy and find quicker ways around doing things. Right, the next stage now is gluing up the chair. That's the most important thing. PVA glue, that's all you need. There's no big mystery or big secret of success or anything like that, but if you use PVA glue, your chairs will last years. Don't be tempted to use the powder glue. I worked in an antique shop. We used to restore antique furniture, and we used to actually do reproduction furniture, and we used the cascamite, it was called at the time. It was a powder glue. But the thing we found was we were getting the chairs back after 6 months, after a year. Cascamite is okay on large surfaces, but it's no good for small areas, like for instance chairs that are going to have a lot of pressure on them. So as I say, use the PVA and don't be tempted to use anything else, because that's PVA will work every time. So just offer your joint on. That's that one done. Same here. Shoulders. I'll keep this brief. I'll just do a couple here and then we'll move on to the next stage, which is clamping up. That's your right one worked. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget to glue the holes and the mortise as well. stretcher rail. Some chairs don't have stretcher rail, this one just happens. So the hole your tenon, just wee twist of glue, just enough to cover the surface, not too much, as I said the last time. Right, that's everything glued up now. Your mortise and tenon's all glued, everything's glued up. I'll just tap this, I'll just put this together here. And then we'll move on to the actual clamping up of the chair. You can use a hammer for that if you, or a mallet, a wooden mallet, ideally, but I don't have one. So that's your chair all glued up, ready to clamp. I'll just show you now the clamping process. These are the only things I use. People use metal clamps. But the thing with metal clamps is you have clamps everywhere and you have to balance wooden blocks on to save the wood from getting damaged when you close the cramp. So strap clamps is the best idea. And the thing about them, you'll pay a couple of dollars or a couple of pounds, whatever your currency. And you'll always have them. And they're versatile, you can use them for nearly anything. So I'll just show you now how to use them. You just put them around the chair, like so. Put one end of the clamp on the back of the clamp, not the front. You'll see now what I mean. Get it there as near the position you need it. I think turn this round the back. And do the actual clamp at the back of the chair. Just get it up there near, make sure the clamps hasn't twisted. Start closing the clamp. There's a wee brake on here, you click it and it opens the clamp. Make sure the clamp is on the centre of where you're looking to clamp. And then proceed to put the tension on. If you have a stretcher rail, you're going to need at least 3 clamps. So I'll show you now. Same thing down here with a stretcher rail. On the back of the clamp, put the same as the last time. Start closing your clamp, you feel the tension, centre it, you hear it closing there, same on the other side. Get your clamps out. You're going to want to get a damp cloth ready too, because the glue is going to start to ooze all over the chair, and you're better removing it now than afterwards, because once it hardens it's going to be fairly tricky getting it off, you know. So keep it. That's it. Right. Oh, there we go. Just closing on there. A good top ready. Don't put too much pressure on it or you might break the chair. As long as the joint is closed, you know. Sometimes it helps to give the chair a bit tap to up in. The beauty about this, the strap clamps is you don't need a clamp running down here, and a clamp running down here, and a clamp here, metal clamps everywhere. You know, you just need one clamp for the whole chair because it pulls it. That's up now, that's your chair clamped up. All remains to do now is it's alright there. See, like what I do? We damp cloth now, just clean the glue off. Any glue you see sticking out. Need to be. I'd have to get a wee screwdriver or something to get down it behind the clamps to get the glue, you know, like this here. That's basically it there, you know. I'll nearly done there with the glue. That's all the glue cleaned off now. The next thing you need there is leave it there. Right, you want to leave that chair now. The glue will be dry, and depending on the temperature of your room or the setting that or the place you're putting the chair. If it's a really warm day, it could be ready in about 2 or 3 hours, but you're as well leaving it overnight if you have the luxury of not needing the chairs or anything. Just overnight usually does the job. I'll show you how you take the clamps off too when the glue's dry. Right, I mentioned that I would show you how to take these clamps off, just that's if you're not familiar with them, obviously. I'll just bring the camera over and show you how these clamps work. Right, there's a wee brake on here, or a wee ratchet, the thing that helps the ratchet work. And then when you bring the clamp over, there's a small cam here. Put the ratchet on it. A lot of people do that there and force them and they can't get them open. Just bring it on the ratchet like that, and when you push the clamp this way, the ratchet will crack open. You'll hear it cracking. That's it open. So just thought I would show you that in case you're, as I say, not familiar with them. Once it's open there, the clamp will move freely. Just pull that, and that's it open. Sometimes they move freely unless the strap catches. There you are. So I hope that was simple. Happy furniture restoring.